Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another series of programming. Now, in this series, I'm going to take you through very simple steps on how to set up a React environment for your development. That is for your front-end development. Now, as you know, React is a JavaScript library that is used in creating interactive user interface. Now, React, in other hand, is used. The basic language that is used in React is JavaScript or TypeScript. And I'll take you through a course that you'll understand what is the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript. And for that, I can say JavaScript is a superset of TypeScript. Now, what do you first need to do as you set up your environment? First, you need to create the React template environment. And the React template environment is created using simple, sorry, using this simple command that I'm going to show you. So first, we're going to create our first step that we're going to do is navigate to the we're going to navigate to the file where we're going to store our directory. First, we're going to check what our system contains. You can say we have different. I'm using Linux terminal, so I'm not going to be using. I'll be using the terminal. Sorry. So we're going to navigate to our codis. Our codis is where we're going to be storing our codes. So yeah. So now we are in our first directory where we're going to be storing our templates. So as I have told you, npx create react app is the command that is used to create your React environment. So this is the command that you usually use when you're creating your React environment. So this environment is going to initiate the folder that you're going to be creating, where you're going to be storing your programs. So we're going to store our files in a directory named as React files. So when you do that, now this command is going to initialize the React files that are used in building your React framework. You can see npx has already initiated and is installing the necessary packages for your React environment. So this exercise is going to take a few minutes, and yeah, to set up the environment where we're going to be storing our React environment. So with that said, I'm also going to use Visual Studio as our programming environment, meaning that Visual Studio is the best IDE that I prefer using while doing my coding. So let us give it a little time, then we'll get back to it when it's ready for yeah. So let me take you through a very simple understanding of React. Now, React as a library is a library that uses it has an extension of JSX at the end, because it contains different languages in it. That is, you have CSS, HTML, and JavaScript or TypeScript. So as we have said, TypeScript is superset of JavaScript. When you want to install, when you want to run a React application and you want to style your interface, or rather your modules, you're going to use you can use any framework of the CSS that you like. So we have different frameworks for CSS, but the framework that we're going to be using is we're going to be using Sass CSS for this program, this particular program. So we will use the CSS Sass and JavaScript, which then later we can transit into TypeScript. TypeScript as is more set is a superset of JavaScript. So TypeScript is more safer while you programming using it. Why do I say this? Uh, well, they are all more or less they are all the same. But when you're using a small project, I will advise you to use JavaScript. But when you're using a bigger project, you can as well use TypeScript because the junk and the bulkiness of the code is going with less errors is going to be more reliable when using TypeScript. So yeah, with that said, this is our first command that you're going to be using, and it will take a few minutes to set up the environment for our React. So you can see the packages are still installing. You give it time till it gives you the next. The logs will determine what will be your next move. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Uh, Remember, React is a library. There's another course that I'll take you through to understand React better. And React is a very widely used library, and many companies use it. Like Netflix, Netflix uses React. We have Facebook. Actually, Facebook invented the React library. Then the React library has come up with other very, very, very useful and very, very important frameworks. That is Next.js. Next.js is a framework that is able to do both front-end and back-end using either JavaScript or TypeScript, as we've said. So either JavaScript or TypeScript are the basic languages that are used to make your code more lively. Yeah, I'll give it more time. I'll get back to it when it's ready. Yeah, nice. So we were setting up the environments that we need to run our React project. Now you can see the file is already up. The the directory is already created. So you're going to follow these commands that React file in order to navigate to the file that contains the React environment. So with that, we're going to set up the environment that we're going to be using for React. Now, this is a clear picture of the templates that are going to be created inside of our React file. And you can see the files that were created inside our directory that we just created. They contain the public source. They contain public and source files. So the source files we're going to initialize, rather we're going to run and see what is in the files. So this command is the command that is used to run local server of the React files. So npm start will tell the local server starting development servers. You see the local server that we're going to be running is being initialized to start displaying what we're working on. Yeah, so you see so the npm start command is going to open this file. So you can see the file is totally a React file. It contains a React folder and it's totally empty directory. So we're going to clear up and remove these files that contain the React logo and the React information for us to be using our to use the information that we need to use to create our interface. So the first thing that we're going to do away with is our logo, report, the report web vitals as well is we're going to do away with them. We're not going to be testing the application, so we can do away with them as well. Yeah, we will totally do away with all of them. So let us check what is remaining of our when you remove them, what is remaining of our system. So yeah, and other information so this is the main page, this is the main template that is going to contain the root code that is going to be carrying all the codes that you need. Different templates, rather when you're creating different templates, they're all going to be called from the main, or the main, that is the main file that is going to host them. And so you can see some of the files that were in this file are those files that were containing the edit source. Yeah, that information is this information over here. So we do not need this information. We can still do away with it. Yeah, so our shell is completely empty, but we can put something in the shell and see what the shell will contain. What do we put on the shell? The shell, we're going to say welcome, hello world, welcome to our first React template. So this is the template that is going to contain. You can do away with these importations because we have already deleted them. We do not need them on our system. Yeah, do away with the logo. Logo is not of essence right now. We can still come up with our own logo, or what you want to be displayed on your interface. So the first template that we're going to create, for instance, to show you, this is the main, the root directory template that is going to contain all other templates. We can create first our first template that is going to be uh, the login template. And remember, when you're using React as what really differentiates or stands React different out from other templates is the extension JSX. So the JSX template is going to tell us this is a React. You can see when you put the JSX, the icon is going to change to a React icon. Yes, as I said, we're supposed to do away with some of these files. That is we don't need to test the application right now. And if we test, we're going to use other means of testing. So we're not going to use the app test method that is used for React root environment. That is the first environment when we downloaded the whole file, what was in the file. Yeah. Why is it taking so long? We're supposed to do away with all this. So you can see as we remove the files, and if we don't remove the other files, it is going to give us an error. But you will do away with the error because the error is stating that something is wrong somewhere. But no worries, we're going to rectify all that. So for you to create a React template, we're going to use we can use this extension that is called React Snippet. React Snippet. Yeah, so the React Snippet is just so you need that extension for you to be able to do something like RAFC, that is React Arrow Function Component Export. You see, when you use this snippet, the React snippet, React and native snippet, this one, ES7, React Redux, React native snippet. This snippet enables you to create a template such as this one. So let us save after we have deleted everything. Let us save and see. You'll see the error will have disappeared if there's no error at all on our file. But there is an error that says report web vitals is not imported. So we're going to do away with this file here. Then the importation as well, you're going to do away with it. And let us save our file and see. It's compiling. Now you see there's no error. So what is remaining is welcome to our first React template. So the first React template is on the root directory, on the root file of the application. So the funny thing with okay, well, with that said, now we have set up our environment and we are able to use our environment. And I'll take you through another step that you're going to be able to log in. That is, you're going to create a login. You're going to create different pages using React Router DOM. React Router DOM is an environment that allows you to create different pages or templates that you can maneuver through without actually leaving the main page. So I'll take you through it in the next episode of our programming. Yeah, thank you. Whoa.